It's showtime, Chicago. Oh, yeah. I do this every week. I forget to turn you off the brightness up. Hold on 1 minute, TikTok.
You make me happy. Yes, you can dance. You stood right beside me. Yeah. And I won't forget.
Oh, yeah.
And I really love you. You should know.
Hey, y'all.
I wanna make sure I'm right, girl. Before I let go. We've had a good time.
Y'all, come on around. Come on around. Tune in. Oh, yeah.
We've heard each other. Girl, it's a shame.
It's a shame. Grab your beverage and come on around, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse my indulgence. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. I'm drinking cranberry juice. Cranberry juice. I don't drink alcohol. Queen Boss Lady, I'm doing good. Here for the entertainment. I see you, baby. That girl, thank you, baby. Carl Davis, Robert J, Tony Street, Jay, Mark, hey, Sugar. It's showtime. Come on in, Kyle Smith. Hey, baby, how are you? Anthony Robinson, how are you? Rashad, how are you? Thank you for the follow, baby. TikTok, I need you to like, subscribe, share, and follow. Facebook, do the same. YouTube, do the same. Martez, how are you, baby? Dynasty Jackson, I love you. Oh, yes. I'm here. I'm here. How are you, baby? Thank you, Brad, for that rose. Appreciate you, baby. Darcel, how are you? Daryl Sanders, how are you? What's up, Joel Stewart? I don't know why my time on this.
106.9 FM. It's
It's the People's Station.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Otis Mack, Chicago's Heavydiva.
Hi, this is Otis Mack from the People Station 106.9 FM. Be the difference in a child life today. On any given day, there are approximately 450,000 children in foster care in the United States. These children are not someone else's responsibility. They are our responsibility. They deserve to be loved. Consider becoming a foster parent. Imagine if you were removed from all you've ever known, all the people you love due to no fault of your own. You would want someone to step up and be your home away from home. Join us in making a difference in our child's lives. Become a foster parent. Give us a call at National Youth Advocate Program, 1-708-747-2655, 708-747-2655. Our training program and support staff are with you every step of the way. Discover the rewards of becoming a foster parent.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Otis Mack, Chicago's Heavydiva. This is Cocktail and Conversation. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in another Wednesday night of Cocktails and Conversation. I just got in from another powerful, impactful movement with my alternative lifestyle all men's group. We meet every Wednesday night, an alternative lifestyle males group. We meet every Wednesday from 5 to 7 at 59th and Marshfield. If you're a man, you're an alternative lifestyle, you're interested in being a part of this moving organization, give me a call, 773-640-0446. We'd love to have you. We're just about finished with our 5th cohort. We got a couple more weeks, and we'll be starting our 6th cohort maybe sometime in May. I'll definitely keep you posted. However, you are allowed to come and sit in with us and see what the fuss is all about. Listen, tonight on the show, we got a few things to talk about. We just had Miss Continental Plus, Miss Continental Elite, and Miss Continental Newcomer was this weekend. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the hoopla that's going on behind the scenes, and since the pageant has happened, we will chat about that tonight as well. But before we get into our hot topics, I have a very special guest in the building tonight. One of my good Judies. She is a force to be reckoned with, honey. She's known as the Empress of House Music. She's also a community activist. She produced and hosts events at the Daily Plaza right here in Chicago. And she's here to discuss a bill she has written and submitted to Congress. Y'all do me a favor and welcome Mother Diva to the stage. Y'all give her a big hand. Give her a big hand.
Hi, Otis the Heavydiva. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Mother Diva. How are you?
I am fantastic, attractive, and tantalizing. I'm fat.
Oh, you all of that. You all of that. Well, everybody, this is Mother Diva, known as the Empress of House Music around the country. She's not just a local empress. She is the Empress of House Music throughout these United States, and she's also a community activist. And I invited her on today to discuss a bill that she's written. She's sent it to Congress, and we're going to talk about that today. Mother Diva, thank you so much for jumping on real quick. I know you got a hectic schedule and you're a busy girl, but I think my audience need to hear what you're doing. So, it's positive and something to make a difference. The floor is yours.
Well, first of all, I want to say, and some of you all may not know this, but today is actually the 30th anniversary of Michael Jackson's They Don't Really Care About Us release in the UK. And if you think about the lyrics to that song, it still resonates today because they don't really care about us. And when I say us, I'm meaning taxpayers, registered voters, hardworking citizens in our country that is constantly being taken advantage of, and resources that are being taken away from taxpayers, property owners, hardworking citizens, and given to other people. So it's the hypocrisy and it's the lack of fairness that's the problem. So let me just tell you guys a little bit about what I'm doing. There are currently 7 people that are suing Michael Jackson, claiming that he sexually assaulted them. There are 2 people that are about to go into a trial in November, James Safechuck and Wade Robson, who said umpteen years ago that nothing happened. Okay, so clearly this is just a money grab. Now we have 5 more who are known as the Casio family. These are the same individuals who one of the Casios, Eddie Casio, was the one who sold the Michael Jackson estate and Sony fake songs that were put on an album in 2010. And one of the Michael Jackson supporters actually sued the estate and Sony on behalf of California consumers because it was fraud. And so the judge ruled in her favor, and they had to remove that music from streaming services. Now, in my research, when I looked up these cases, there was a law passed in the state of California called the Child Safety Act. That law was passed in 2020. And that law says that a person can file a lawsuit against someone who has sexually assaulted them up until their age 40. So when James Safechuck and Wade Robson, when they first filed the lawsuit back in 13 and 14, the judge threw it out. They filed an appeal, the judge threw that out. But because of this law, they were able to go back into court, and the judge decided to let them have a trial.
Okay.
So in my research, what I discovered, Otis, is that these are some low down, dirty, satanic. I don't know if I can curse on your show, but you know I'm a cusser. But what I discovered is that these individuals align themselves with the Time's Up and the Me Too movement, where they got this law passed. You would have to be really satanic to get a law passed just to sue someone's estate over lies. That law is supposed to be for real sexual people who have been sexually assaulted or survivors of sexual assault. That's who the law is for, not people who are lying on someone. And it's been proven that they lied. So I say, you know what? I'm a clever girl. If they want to create a law, then let me create a law. And so I really read them, honey. I let them have it, Otis, because what I did, I named my bill after them. So what I discovered is that they have committed perjury in these cases. But here's the interesting thing. Wade Robson specifically said that when he went into court in 2005 and testified that Michael Jackson was innocent and he never did anything appropriate to him, when he filed his lawsuit, he said he committed perjury. He said he lied to protect Michael Jackson. No, he was telling the truth then. He's lying now. And the reason he's lying is because he was upset that the Michael Jackson estate and all the things that happened after Michael died, he wanted to be a part of those events. The Michael won in Las Vegas and just continuing his legacy. And because he was not, they didn't choose him, he decided to take revenge. And I also think that there are some other people behind this just trying to destroy this man's legacy, because he was the greatest entertainer in the world. He was the greatest philanthropist in the world. And people are just wanting to pretty much just, if I can say it, shit on him. This has been going on a long time. He was a man of color that became very powerful and became very successful. And this was just a way to continue to bring him down. So
right. So tell us about the bill you're writing.
Okay. So the bill,
how that ties into that.
Okay. So if James Safechuck and Wade Robson, in California, it's 3 years that a bill is 3 years. What I'm trying to say. I'm getting a hot flash, honey.
I don't want you to get no hot flash. I want you to tell us about the bill.
Yes. Hold on. The statute of limitations on perjury in California is 3 years.
Okay.
If there was no statute of limitations on perjury, then these individuals wouldn't have never filed a lawsuit, because that means they would be perjuring themselves. So what I did, I created a bill. It's called the Safe Wade Perjury Bill. It is a no statute of limitations on perjury. What that bill is going to do is remove the statute of limitations so we can press criminal charges against people who have committed perjury. So the perjury bill, it's bigger than Michael Jackson. It's for anybody. It's going to take, but it's actually going to take an act of Congress, because according to the ex post factor, which is in the Constitution, prosecuting crimes that happened prior to the bill being passed is against the Constitution. So it would take 2/3 of the Constitution to amend the Constitution. It would take 2/3 of Congress to amend the Constitution. However, what we need to start doing, Otis, is prosecuting current perjurers. These individuals that suing Michael Jackson are still continually to commit perjury. Mm-hmm. So we need to make sure that we're prosecuting the people that have committed perjury. A lot of times people that commit perjury are not prosecuted. However, I was able to give the bill a few weeks ago to Congressman Danny Davis, and he is taking the bill to Congress. So the bill that was given to him is for federal perjury. We have state perjury. So with state perjury, and I know you have people that are watching from all over, we're asking people to go to their legislators and ask them to pass the Safe Wade Perjury Bill. We're hashtagging it next Thursday at Daily Plaza, April 16th. We're having a Michael Jackson Innocent March. And we would like for you all to come and participate. Bring your Michael Jackson Innocent signs. I will have some signs, but if you can make your signs and bring them. So we're going to march around Daily Plaza, because they don't really care about us. It's the 30th anniversary of They Don't Really Care About Us. And so we have to spread that word. And even the people in your community, I'm sure that there are people in the LGBTQ community where people have gone into court and have lied. And when you lie under perjury, it can ruin someone's life. It can cause harm to their reputation. It can cause detriment to their family. So we want to make sure that people are being educated and they understand what's going on, and we have to fight these injustices, because you got to look at the hypocrisy, Otis. Now, going back to the civil lawsuits, why is it okay to pass a law for people to sue someone who claimed they raped them in 1975, but we can't pass a law to go back to 1975 to prosecute that person? See, it's got to be about justice and not about money. All the money in the world ain't gonna take away that. This got to be about justice.
You know, I have a buddy right now in our community who's fighting a case right now because he was accused of something that happened 25, 30 years ago, and he's sitting in jail right now.
See,
because of those allegations. Yes. Mm-hmm. So your bill is called, what is it called?
It's called the Safe Wade Perjury Bill. What I did, let me tell you how clever I am. I named the bill after the two liars that's suing Michael Jackson. So I took James Safechuck, I took the first part of his last name and Wade Robson's first name and put them together and called it the Safe Wade Perjury Bill.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. And you're going to be doing something in Daily Plaza when?
Thursday at noon, April 16th. I'm going to send you the flyer if you can share the flyer. And we're just asking everyone to come and march with us. It's a Justice for Michael. It's a Michael Jackson Innocent March. And we will be giving away a gift card in a trivia game for people to see the Michael biopic.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wish I could sit here with you all night long.
No, that's fine.
I know
And honey,
folk
let
have
me tell
been
you, these
waiting.
people are so evil. Real quick, Wade Robson broke up Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. Honey, he was always messing with folks, causing all kind of problems in the entertainment industry. So and matter of fact, I want Donald Trump to deport him because he is not even from this country. He's from Australia, honey. Call ICE and get the hell up out of our country. Lying on Michael Jackson.
Okay. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but Mother Diva is passionate about what she does. She loves Michael Jackson, and
And
she's
house music.
passionate about what she does, and she loves house music.
And
Yeah.
don't forget to tell everyone you're going to be getting your holiday next April.
Yes. Coming up, I wanted that to be a surprise, but coming up next April, I'll be having an Otis Mack holiday. I already have a proclamation from the governor, but I'm going to get a holiday too. Okay, how about that? But Mother Diva, thank you so much. Thank you so much for jumping in tonight. I know you got a lot going on, and I appreciate you. Ladies
Thank
and
you
gentlemen,
so much for having me on your platform, Otis. And I hope you guys come out April 16th for the 30th anniversary of They Don't Really Care About Us, Michael Jackson Innocent March. And it's also my 12-year anniversary at Daily Plaza. So I'm really excited about that. I love you guys.
I love
Hallelujah.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciate you. Bye for now. You all make sure, if you don't have anything to do, meet us in Daily Plaza for that march. And that's Mother Diva, the Empress of house music and a community activist right here in Chicago. Thank you guys so much. You know, from time to time, I think it's important to have other guests on my show and to talk about positive and productive things that's needed within our city, state, and our country. Thank you again, Mother Diva. Thank you again. Thank you again. All right, now we're back down to the hot topics, y'all. We're back to the hot topics. I got a lot of shit to talk about tonight. I promise you I do. Let me thank all of you babies for tuning in tonight, and let me get these announcements out the way, and we're going to jump right out into our hot topics, okay? We're going to jump right into our hot topics. Don't forget, coming up right here in Chicago, y'all, Sunday, April the 19th is my annual anniversary celebration right here in Chicago at Live Chicago. I would love to see all of you guys in the building. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys in the building Sunday. Love you and thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. April 19th, and I got some good news for y'all. I got a company and a few of my buddies who have purchased tickets, and we will be giving away some tickets. I think I have like 10 tickets I can give away, thanks to Mr. Michael McMillan from the Hilton's Hilton Hotel brand. He bought some tickets. Say, Otis, just give them to your viewers, and he just want to support me. We want to thank my buddy Aaron, he bought tickets and he want to give the tickets away in remembrance of my buddy Wayne Sellers. So I will be giving 10 tickets away between today and next Wednesday. I'll be giving 10 tickets away. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give 2 away right now. If you want a ticket to the anniversary celebration, Sunday, April the 19th, you got to call this number real quick. 815-886-8766. 815-886-8766. If you want a ticket, call that number right now. I'm going to give away 3 tickets within this show. 815-886-8766. They're calling. Let's see who this is. Hey, this is Otis Mack from the People Station. Okay, what's your name? Ryan? Brian. Okay. Give me your last name. I got you, Brian. B-R-Y-A-N. I can spell the devil. Brian, what's your last name? E-A-L-Y. Okay. I got excuse me. I got 1 ticket for you for the Diva's anniversary. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Okay. Your ticket will be at the door under your name, okay? All right, baby. Thank you. All right. That's Brian got a ticket. I got 2 more tickets left. 815-886-8766. 815-886-8766. Did I say that right? 815-886-8766. You got from now till the end of the show, and your ticket will be at the door. Hey, Kevin, man, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Kevin, if you're able to come to the anniversary show, I know Kevin been dealing with some health challenges. Let me know, okay? We love you, and we're thinking about you. What's up, Quentin Morris? How are you? Okay, y'all. Well, 815-886-8766 if you want a free ticket to my anniversary celebration. I got 3 of them that I'm giving away tonight. Okay, let's jump right into some things I want to talk about that has been pressing, and it's been bothering me. And I would like to share it with you. Hold on a minute. Come on, y'all. Come on. I got 1 more. Hey, this is Otis Mack from the People Station. Hello? All right. Let's say hard. 815-886-8766 if you're interested and you need a free ticket for my show. I got 2 of them left for tonight only. Okay. Let's talk about let's first of all, let's get this out the way. We want to send congratulations out. This weekend here in Chicago, they celebrated Continental Plus, Continental Elite, and Continental Newcomer. And we want to send a big hello, a big congratulations out to Miss Continental Plus, the newly crowned Miss Continental Plus. For those who don't know, Continental is one of the most prestigious pageants in the LGBT community in the world. It is held right here in Chicago, owned by Jim Flint. And it was, they have like 1, 2, 3, maybe 5, 6 divisions. And this weekend they had Miss Continental Plus, Miss Continental Elite, and Miss Continental Newcomer. And Alexandra Diamond won Miss Continental Plus. Colby won Miss Continental Elite, and Christina won Miss Continental Newcomer. We want to congratulate them. Congratulations on your win, and congratulations on your new reign as the current reigning Miss Continental Court. All right, this weekend was Continental here in Chicago, and you know, it's sad to say, but every time, hey Michelle, every time there is a pageant, every time they have any type of pageant, there's always some backlash and some hoopla going throughout the community. Let me say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to move swiftly and professionally. Anytime you enter any type of pageant, election, or anything where there's judges and voting involved, somebody's going to be upset. Somebody's going to be upset, and we have to remember it can be 40, 50 entertainers, 40 and 50 politicians running, but only one will win. Only one will win. You knew coming into this pageant competition that it was a chance that you could win, and it was a chance that you could lose. We have to learn to bow down gracefully. I didn't make it this year. I didn't win this year. I thought my package was strong enough to get me over. But just like you thought your package was strong enough, there was somebody else in that pageant that thought their package was strong enough. And as fate would have it, their package was stronger than yours to the judges. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. We as attendees and participants in the audience, that's all we are. We see what we see on stage. There's a lot going on in pageants and elections and things like that behind the scene that you really don't see. In this particular pageant, they had interview, talent, swimwear. I believe it, interview, talent, swimwear, and evening gown. You understand me? In interview, we're not privy to that information. We're not there. We're not sitting in. We don't know what those judges and those interviewers asked them. You understand me? Whereas when we did see the actual pageant, ladies and gentlemen, what we seen with our own eyes, as far as we're concerned, her gown was better than her gown. Her talent was better than her talent. Her swimsuit was better than her swimsuit. But then we're watching this from afar, right? We're watching this in the actual moment. But we're here, but the judges are here. They can see defects, holes, rips, claws. They can see things that we can't see back there. They're right here. They can see slips, falls out, mess ups, and everything. You understand? And I do know and understand that every time they have a pageant and our friends are in the pageant, yes, we're rooting for our friends. We're rooting for our friends. So we hope they win. Lord knows, I hope she wins. If she don't win, now here we go with the foolery. Oh, they set it up. It was a setup. It was a rig. They done her wrong. I ain't going no more. Somebody gonna whoop their ass. I don't like it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We need to grow up and be a little more grown. You know, what about the girl who won? You all want to get on social media. Hey, listen, want to get on social media and bash the system and try to take the shine away from the actual contestant who won. What if it was you? And I can almost guarantee you, if it was you, whoever you might be, someone would still be upset because their girl or their favorite didn't win. We need to learn to bow down. I didn't do it. I didn't win this year. I thought I had a good package, but I didn't have a good enough package where the judges, and let me say this, in any competition, election, or anything that they're voting on, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't up to you. They have judges for that. None of you all have seen the score sheets. None of you all have been in the back as they tally up. None of you all have sitting at the table with these judges and they said this pageant was rigged for this particular person. You know, and it's sad. It's sad to me how a whole lot of people on social media is bad mouthing the system and bad saying she shouldn't have won and it was rigged and I heard and they said, who in the hell is they, first of all? But it's bad. And then here, you let the hoopla die down, and then you'll sneak your little ass on up in there and try to run next year. It is what it is. But I want to say this to you all. Learn to bow down graceful. Listen. If I didn't win this time, I didn't win. You understand? Y'all sound like our president when he lost. Recount. They rigged it. It's a setup. Went all through all that mess and spent all that money recounting, and the recount was right. He had lost. So we got to learn to be a good sport. We got to learn to be a team player. And I do know and understand that you all invested a lot of money in this pageant. But you knew what you were getting in when you got in it, right? You knew to run in this prep pageant, to have a great package, it was going to cost you some money. That was a choice that you made. Don't be looking for foolishness and looking for trouble and looking for mess to say, oh, that was his best friend. Oh, he like her. Oh, he's sleeping with her. Come on, y'all. Because if you knew that, listen. I'm going to say this, I'm going to move on. If you knew that was his best friend, or if you knew the judge was sleeping with her and she was going to win because that's his best friend and the judge was sleeping with her, why in the hell would you spend your money to enter? Ladies and gentlemen, make it make sense to me. If I know something is rigged for somebody else, I'd be dumb enough to spend thousands of dollars to go and compete when I know it's rigged, or when I know it's a setup? That's foolery. That's just like leaving out the bank, counting your money, and you know robbers outside. You just count all your money. You walk right past the robber. They're going to rob your tail. Did that make any sense? Make it make sense to me. Just take the walk and come back next time. Thank you, RDRM. It is what it is. And I understand. Lord knows, I know it hurts. Oh, yes. I've judged choir competition where one choir just knew they had it. That ain't what the judges thought. And audience, let me say this. Stop trying to tell somebody how to run their business. A lot of folk on social media are upset saying Mr. Flint, Jim, should have crowned such and such as an honorarium such and such. You can't tell that more. If that's your opinion, you think he should have. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion. You think he should have done that. He didn't think he should have. You can't go in there and tell nobody how to run their business and what to do in their business. Case in point, you guys have been buying Nike shoes for the last 15, 20 years. And every time Nike get a new pair of shoes, would you take your little gym shoe loving tail right down to Nike and buy those new pair of gym shoes? When you go in there to buy those brand new gym shoes, do Nike say, well, since you've been buying them so many years, we're going to give you this pair for free? Hell no, they don't say that. No, they don't say that. Not at all. And you don't say a damn thing about it. But you got your opinion about everything else. You got your opinion about everything else. I'm just, I think it's just ludicrous. And what really behooves me is us. It's basically us. I didn't like what she said. She's racist. I don't like what he said. He's racist. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. You are. Some folks think I'm racist. Some folks think you're racist. Some folks think you're ugly. But you don't. Come on, y'all. We have to be a little more mature. Instead of our community especially, love to keep up mess. Now, I do believe that you should have your voice and you should have your opinion. And then the Bible says that this ain't no biblical show. But if you got an all against your brother, go on to your brother. Tell your brother, talk to them. If there's some concerns, talk to them. Being on social media, raising hoopla about something ain't gonna change anything. It's gonna make you look bad. And let me tell you why it's gonna make you look bad. Because you might sit down next year, but next year you'll have your little black tail right up in there running. You know, a lot of folk doing a lot of talking ain't doing nothing. They talked about Black America. They talked about Black Universe. They talk about Black Continental. They talk about Gay America. They talk about Westland. They talk about Sweetheart. They talk about Continental. They gonna talk. They gonna talk. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this, and I promise you I'm gonna move on. Me as a promoter, I listen to what goes on throughout these social media networks. You understand? I listen to the distraught and mad and mean entertainers who are really good entertainers. But I listen to how they badmouth and bash promoters and business owners. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So I typically won't hire those girls because if something go wrong or so I do something you don't like, then my name gonna be shit out of your mouth. Because I run a tight schedule. I run things just like I like them to be ran. I'm fair. I flies you in. I puts you up. I wines and dine you, and I pays you good. You understand me? And those girls who's bitter and bothered about, and watch this. Now this is what ticks me, Tyree. Most folk who mad ain't those who ran. What the devil? They ain't the one who ran. The bulk of the people who's on social media raising hoopla about who didn't win, they should have won, and it's a setup, and they said, and he's cheating, or she's cheating, or they sleep with somebody. Ooh, they ain't even in the pageant. So you need to get somewhere and have several seats. You understand me? Oh, it was late. It was rigged. Oh, how was the show? It was a fool. I didn't feel it. It wasn't about you. You weren't even competing. It wasn't about you. We say that a whole lot. How was church today? Oh, I didn't like it. I didn't feel it. Well, that's your problem. I felt it. I had a great time. You understand me? So what I'm going to say before I move on. Stop feeding into foolishness. Social media is a platform that designed to keep up shit. It is. I use it and I like it. However, you can't believe half of the stuff you hear on here. Don't make no sense. Y'all just, everybody want to say something. In our community, oh, baby, they love keeping up mess. Thousands of folks, girl, yeah, she was a fool. People are entitled to their own opinion. And that's good. And guess what? Just because you don't like me, I'm not going to mirror that energy to you. You don't like me, watch this. And stop worrying about folk who don't like you, who ain't even got your number. Bitch, we ain't even that close. We ain't that close at all. So what you say about me, don't bother me. I promise you. All right, baby. Okay, baby. He's trying to get 4 tickets. I don't know if that was you who just called me, but that's fine. Call me after this show, okay? And we'll definitely make that happen. Okay? So that's that. I don't want to stay on that. I just don't like, me as a promoter, when I see bad girls and girls out there who's doing things who I would love to fly in and bring to one of my extravaganzas. But I don't even want to take that chance. I had a girl try to badmouth me because she said I didn't recognize her title. I didn't know her title. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did recognize it, it was a bar title. I mean, I whatever. I don't care nothing about all that. I ain't never heard it no way. You understand? And she raised all that hell and got on Facebook and tried to badmouth me. Don't go. We were so loud. You could have used that energy in doing something else, sweetie. You understand me? That's what she could have used, but she let me just shut up. She ain't been to Chicago and ain't coming here for nobody I'm affiliated with. I promise you. I'm Otis Mack, Chicago's Heavydiva. We're going to move past that. We're going to move past that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move past that.
106.9 FM. It's the People's Station.
Hey, Tyrone nephew, hope to see you on the 19th of April at my anniversary celebration. I hope to see you. Let's leave on this note. Listen, how do you deal with a person who has an addiction, bad behavior, but you love them? How do you deal with a person who has an addiction, bad behavior, but you love them? Come on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, talk to me. How do you deal with them? You have somebody you love, a man or woman who you really love, and they have an addiction. They can't seem to shake that addiction, and you find yourself assisting them. You find yourself putting up with stuff typically you won't put up with, but that thing is a powerful thing, and that thing can make you do wrong when you know you should be doing right. Dander62 say you love them from a distance, okay? Paris Nicole, my mother has been suffering with a substance addiction for years, and I had to let's see what else he said. Okay. I guess put it in God's hand. Yeah. You know, yeah. I love them, but I will not. All right. RDRM say, I love them, but I will not be their enabler. Ramon say, that's self-loving. You must love yourself more. That's very good. You have to love yourself more. But sometimes we find ourselves doing stuff and putting up with stuff that typically we wouldn't put up with. But they didn't got us. They didn't got us. Kevin say, you let them go. You let them go into it. It's the only way out of it. Yeah. And yeah, it's easier said than done, because when you really love somebody, when you got men and women go through this all the time. This is not just one-sided. We get somebody who we fall in love with, and we see them slipping, and we try to stay there to help them, and we help them, and they try to get up on their feet, then they fall back down. We fall down, but we get up, and that's good. Some of them fall down, some of them get up, but some of them fall down again. They keep falling. How many times am I going to have to keep pulling you up? Let me share this with you. You can talk until you blue in the face. You could scream and holler until you blue in the face, but until they are ready to change, a change ain't gonna come. But you have to love yourself enough. Watch this. You have to love yourself enough to say, baby, I got to do what's best for me. You know, I got to do, they have become an extra income. It's just foolery. But love, come on, somebody. Love, hey, Mildred, will make you do things. You understand these? Mildred say, I will try to help you, but I need you to want help too. Very much so. Hey, D, how you doing, man? Yeah, but some of them, you know, they talk a good talk and walk a good walk, but they still do what they do. And some of us find ourselves still right back there with them. This my baby. This my brother. This my lover. I love her. I love him. And they still don't want no help. And I know crackheads who've been crackheads for the last 40 years. They still cracking. But you got to learn to wash your hands, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's easier said than done. And I know it's easier said than done. Yes, Lord, I know. Yes, Lord, I know. Even with family members and dates and boyfriends and husbands and wives, honey. It's hard. It's hard to just see your folk out there. I've taken folk, some of my family members. That was the time you could take them to the place and drop them off. I've taken them to the place to get help and drop them off, hug them and everything, done an intervention and everything. If I tell you they went in there and when I left, they walked up out of there because they can't force them to stay. You understand? What's up, Clifford, man? Miss you tonight. Cliff said, yes, that's it, Otis. You can help them, but again, they have to want to help themselves. And that's it. That's Robert Washington said, kiss the nut. He will be all right. I'm with you. Yeah, but love, I tell you one time, and I get teared up when I think about this. I was driving down the street on the west side of Chicago, coming from the office one day, and I stopped at a light, ladies and gentlemen. I looked over to my right at the light, and I seen one of my family members on the bench, nod. He was so high, just nod. And I looked and I called his name, and he looked up at me. I said, get in this car, and get in this car right now. You see what happens, the love that I have and the way I was raised, I just could not see my family member out there like that. I just couldn't. And he had a place to stay, would stand with somebody, but when they go to work, he would have to leave the house and go up the street to the park or somewhere until they get home. He had a stroke, so he was on disability and was getting a substantial check every month because he worked for years for this company. But if I tell you, I took him from that bench and I brought him to my house. And thank God. See, God make things happen, put things in place for reasons. I used to once live in the city of Chicago. Watch this. When I moved from Chicago, I moved an hour away from Chicago. I didn't really know why. I didn't know why that's where the Lord led me to go. But I'm glad he led me to go where I live. After moving away from Chicago, I'm going somewhere with this. My little brother got sick, deadly sick. He lived in Chicago. I moved him out of his apartment and I moved him out to my house. You understand me? Out here, I took him to the doctors and he got the best care. Not saying there's no good doctors in Chicago, because there are, but he got the best care and services that he needed. This is my little brother I'm talking about. I'm getting back to my family member on the bench. But me moving out here and bringing my little brother out here once he got sick, that saved his life. That saved, because I was there with him. I couldn't, if I was in Chicago, that would be a lot going back and forth, right? But I moved him out here, Tyrone, and it saved his life. And I'm getting to the story about my family member on the bench. I brought him out here. And where I live, there's no drug dealers on the corner. There's no liquor stores on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Not saying we don't have them out here. So don't get it misconstrued. They just got nice houses and they sell them out their house or somebody do a drive-by. Okay. But I knew my family member didn't know those people or didn't know that. So me bringing him out here, he had withdrawals because he needed the stuff, but he couldn't get the stuff out here. Ain't God good? My brother Jesse and my sister Marilyn, we came out, we prayed, my family came out. I say, he's here with me. I'm going to keep him here with me. Yeah. Ain't no buses out here. He can't catch no bus nowhere. You understand me? And I saved his life. Mm-hmm. He got cleaned out here for 8 months. He stayed with me. And I called my other family member out of state. And they say, Otis, put him on the train and send him to me. I put him and my sister went with him on the train to my brother's house down in Arizona. He stayed down in Arizona a couple of years, got him a gal and everything, doing well. You understand me? And so the love I have for my folk, I just couldn't sleep at night. I don't know, I just couldn't sleep if I'd have left him on that bench. I just couldn't. But it's easier said than done, ladies and gentlemen. I know sometimes people have been burnt. Watch this, by family members, by lovers, friends. They've been burnt because they have those addictions. They have those bad behaviors. And there's been situations where they pull you down and got you in situations that typically you know you wouldn't do, but you find yourself, he's a drug addict, and you find yourself doing drugs. We got to be stronger than that. But I will tell you, there come a time, I like that, when you got to do a hand washing. You got to put a foot down and you got to just say, Lord, I'm going to put it in your hands. Because don't ever get in a situation where you got them there and they got you there and they're bringing you down. You can do bad all by yourself. You don't need no help doing bad. But love on your people. Love on your family. Stay prayed up, ladies and gentlemen. You hear me? Stay prayed up. Because somebody just said over here on TikTok that prayer works. Shabbat, shada. And this ain't no spiritual show. But I know it works. I know it works. Yes, it does. Yes, it's sure enough. It works. So I know some of my viewers are like, wow, Otis. And I'm wilding with you. I'm wilding with you because, and then some of them you just can't help, ladies and gentlemen. My god brother who just died recently, he disconnected himself from me and have lived with me and my family for years. But got out there, Lord, and got in those streets, and he purposely disconnected himself from me because he knew every time I've seen him out there like that, I grabbed him up. Come on. You know better now. You understand? But he still went on back out there. He came to my birthday party about 4 years ago, walked in with another buddy of ours, and I was on stage, and I hadn't seen him in years, and I just broke down in tears because I was so glad to see him. You don't stop loving him. You don't stop loving him. You just keep praying for him and stay praying because he disconnected himself, separated himself from me. He had my number. My number's been the same for years. You understand me? Somebody said the devil has a hold on him, and they do. But there was nothing, although I was hurt, watch this. I was concerned, Paris, but folk don't want to see you. You can't make them see you. If folk don't want to see you, you can't make them see you, ladies and gentlemen. So it is what it is. I'm going to leave you on this note. If you're calling somebody and they're not returning your call, and you see them posting current pictures all on social media, I want you to stop calling them. I want you to stop. You take that as a spiritual vitamin for today. Stop calling them. If you have a so-called buddy, a friend, or acquaintance, you just calling, checking on them. and they don't call you back, and you can see current photos. I've been looking for this guy for a while. He jumps in and he jumps out. And watch this. Stop letting folk jump in and jump out of your life. You understand me? You understand me? So when they done jumped in, then they jump out. When they get ready to jump back in, tell them to keep that same jumping energy and jump on back out. Because right now I done jumped out. Because I've been looking for my buddy, and I call them, they don't answer. Another friend of ours called me, Otis, you think what's going on with so-and-so, so-and-so? I said, I don't know. He was calling me, and he just stopped calling me. And he would call this other guy daily, So I called, I text, I even called his brother, sent him a message to see, is so-and-so okay? The brother texted me back, said, yeah, I just seen him yesterday. Okay. Well, sometimes folk just don't want to be bothered. And I'm cool with that. A lot of times we're more concerned about people than they're concerned about us. So I decided, especially because I've been looking for this guy, and looked on social media Sunday. He had church in his East outfit, baby. They taking pictures, all right. So I know he's good and well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good. I'm good. I'm no longer, I ain't mad. I ain't bitter, nor am I bothered. But I ain't finna worry about somebody who ain't worried about me. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Now, even more so, Paris, because I know he's okay. My concern was he okay, because he had a stroke some years ago, right? So I was just concerned. But now, since I know he's okay, I know the number ain't changed. It's the same number. He just don't want to talk to us right now. Sometimes it is what it is. Good evening, Roosevelt. How are you? Somebody, Abraham said, just start barking them. And let me tell you this, I should be gone, y'all. But when folk call you big, and I had a young man call me, we're going to talk about this next week. It's a gag to me. A young man called me the other day and says, Otis, can I please borrow $50 until I get paid Friday? And this was Wednesday. Can I please borrow $50 till I get paid on Friday? I said to them, I say, baby, I wish I had it today, but I don't get my check till Saturday, okay? So I'm sorry, I can't help you, honey. You got to shake them up, honey, because anything that's pressing on Wednesday and you get paid on Friday can actually wait. You know why it can wait? Because they waited this long, okay? God bless you real good. Listen, this has been Cocktails and Conversations to Talk. I'm Otis Mack, Chicago's Heavydiva, and let me tell you something. I love you guys to pieces. I love you just because you're special in my life. Listen, don't forget, Sunday, April the 19th. April the 19th, my 36-year anniversary celebration right here in Chicago at the world-famous Looks, 2229 South on Michigan Avenue. Paris Nicole Davenport from Dallas will be here, y'all. Eric Rainbow from Baltimore will be here, y'all. Alicia Kelly from Washington, D.C. will be here. Regina Anye and Jada Kiss from St. Louis, Missouri. They'll be there, baby. They'll be there along with my wifey for life. Joe Julian is performing that night. The Faith that launched us out and shipped. The amazing Amelia Black. Spanky Hawkins and the boys, you know they're going to be there. Diamond Carrington will be in the building. The big Beyonce. Big Beyonce. Terry Demore is performing that night. And my Latin doll, my Latin baby, star. They'll all be there Sunday, April the 19th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Show starts promptly at 6:45. 6:45, I'll hit the stage along with Rough and Stuff and Trina True Love. Tickets are only $20. in advance. There's 25 at the door. If there's some left, be looking out for a soul outside in the next few days, because that's how we do it right here at Heavy Diva Productions. Listen, I love you. It ain't nothing much you can do about it. Remember, if we don't pack this way again, remember this time how good it's been. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Millions didn't make it, but you wanted the ones to see. God bless you. Bye-bye for now. I said bye.
.9 FM. It's the